Jackson.
Brave men of the Green Beret.
Aldo Ray.
100 men will test today.
Rayman St. Jack.
But only 3 win the Green Beret.
Patrick Wayne.
Jim Blake.
I think this is a war movie.
Yeah, I think it is. I forgot about that part. They're saying John Wayne, Aldo Ray.
All the men.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Well, welcome, Mike. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you for having me back once again.
Well, you might not say that after watching the rest of this film again.
Yeah, I have to admit it's not one of my favorites of John Wayne's. But
Yes,
it's it's good though. It's quite a.
it is. I will give it. It's entertaining. It's only a PG over here, but there was a lot of violence in it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, before I get to the chat, I'm going to press play because it's a long film and it's a school night.
Yeah. Let's see. What is it? 141 minutes, I think.
Yeah, an hour and 2 hours 23 minutes, nearly 22 minutes. Yeah, My maths is right. So here we go. A Jack production, and then we get a nice anime. Well, not anime, but drawings of the cast and crew. Right, mics. The other mics here. Too many mics. That's enough.
Hello, other Mike.
And a Sean.
We're taking over.
Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me? Well, yes. Greetings, Andy. How are you? Nice to see you. Oh dear.
Hey, Andy.
He long war film and he hates war films. Well, this one's very amusing. It is a lot like Rambo if it was made in 1968. Well, Rambo 2. Maybe Rambo 3 if it was made in 1968.
There is that one John Wayne movie where he's like a Mongolian warlord or something. I've never seen that one. He's got like a mustache.
Genghis Khan one, is it?
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yes, I have not seen that one. I didn't realize I hadn't seen this one, but it is based on a book, but it doesn't follow the book at all.
Yeah. Plus, the theme was apparently a big hit back then and stuff. Which, if you're into that,
and it is directed by part directed by John Wayne.
So I think this would be his second film he directed.
Because he did The Alamo, and that was a bomb allegedly. And then he wanted to do this, but they didn't trust him, so they said you got to have someone else co-directing you, and that was Mr. Kellogg, who was known for his B movies and action. So he allegedly did the action scenes. John Wayne, and then there was a third guy that went uncredited who allegedly did the directing when John Wayne was on in camera, and then John Wayne was doing whatever that left.
Yeah,
like this bit.
It's very convoluted, I guess.
It is. There was a lot of people that didn't want to be in it because of its pro-war stance, and but half the cast and crew are pro-war, and the Vietnam War, and half were against it, but they all got along mostly.
Yeah, I think there's some parts in the movie where they kind of like there's a reporter that's against it, and he's like, and then later on he finds out what it's all about. Depending on how you feel about wars and stuff.
Yeah, apparently, David Jensen is the reporter that goes with them to see what all the fuss is about, and learns that all the generals are correct, but then in reality, it was the opposite. all the journalists found out it was the terrible war. Hey, there's Tony. Welcome. From now on, your name's Private Snowball. Sir, yes, sir.
So, yes, sir.
Like how actors like John Gray could play an army man, a fireman, a cop, a cowboy, and people would just roll with it. Well, that is true.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
Wow.
kind of branching out in the 70s, wasn't he? He did the fireman movie, and then he did the cop movies.
Yeah, there he is. Apparently, he was, well, when the Vietnam War started in the late 50s, and then he went over in about 64 to entertain the troops. That was the first time he went without his wig on, apparently. So he's been wearing a wig since the 40s. But he went out there without it. But you don't see him on film without it. Yeah. Evening. Wasn't John Wayne's real name? Yeah, what is it? Marion.
It's like Marion or something like that.
Like in that's why it's a joke in Stallone's Cobra. His name's Marion in it. Oh
yeah.
But yes, 60-year-old John Wayne is a colonel in the army fighting in Vietnam. Aldo Ray, I think, was older, mid-60s.
Oh, wow.
And the average age, of course, was 19. So, yeah, all these people acting in this film are way over age.
Yeah, well, I think his son's in it, right, Patrick?
I didn't know that first trailer. I didn't recognize him. But yes, Sinbad himself is in this film.
Yeah, he pops up in some of these movies, and I'm always like, is that his son?
Because, I couldn't tell who's who when they're dressed in their army stuff. Getting blown up. Oh, my top 3 John Wayne movies: Red River, Rio Bravo, and The Searchers.
Yeah, those are all great ones. Definitely, I can't disagree with that one. That's
See, I don't know any of those three films well enough to say, because I'm a heathen.
You should check out Rio Bravo. I think you'll like that.
Yeah, I need to do more John Wayne. I got a stack of VHS this high of all his films, but a lot of them are the silent ones or the ones in the 30s, and they're like 60-minute films in black and white.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
I'm still not sure if Tommy Morrison is a relative of his or not. Here's Ian. A Real Man's film, yeah. For men, watched that by us men. Yes, sir. Indeed. One female character in this, just like the Rambo films, the Asian woman.
Yeah. Let's see. So today is Veterans Day in the U.S. Is it? What's the other holiday that it used to be? What's it? That ended. They celebrate the ending of World War One. What was that? Armistice Day.
Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't know how you guys celebrate in.
Well, we have Remembrance Sunday, which was yesterday, when everyone wears poppies to symbolize the First World War, and then we have laying of wreaths of poppies and everything, and the royalty lay a wreath in London for all the fallen. And then there's a minute silence at 11 a.m. on the Sunday. That's about it.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, here we get the reasoning why we're in Vietnam, because commies, if they're winning Viet Cong, they'll be in India, then all spreading out everywhere, apparently. So we have to stop them, stop the commies.
Stop them in their tracks.
William Shatner was also wearing a wig, allegedly, yes, because there was that thing. Ted Danson was another one, whether he had a wig or not, back in the 80s. Shatner was the other one. There was a few of them.
I think Sulu's in this. George Takei.
Yes, George Takei is in this. We'll get to him. He's a pretty good character in this. He is a South Korean. So he's because they've got all the Japanese and Chinese playing the Viet Congs or Vietnam people in this. I think George Takei is a Vietnamese, because he says that later on he wants to go back to live in Hanoi after he's killed all the Viet Cong. I just love when someone said to John Wayne, "You haven't even got real hair," and he said, "I have. It's just not mine." Real men's films are problematic now, yes. Although this was problematic back in the day, this film. It was. The critics apparently reacted badly to it, but then John Wayne and the studio thought they were reacting bad because of the war was so... everyone was against the war, so they're taking it out on this film. But the film made money, apparently.
Yeah. What was it, 1968? I think?
Yeah, I think it was just... Well, not that summer films did anything back then. Green Berets... It's pre-Jaws. July 27th, 1968, it came out in Japan. Premiered in New York. Well, June 19th in New York. And July 4th, of course, in Atlanta, Georgia, where it was made, because that's why we have pine trees and not jungle trees in this.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that. Yeah, there's a lot of pine trees.
Yeah, I thought this doesn't look like Vietnam. This is even Full Metal Jacket, which was filmed in London, looks more like Vietnam than this film does. But August 23rd, this was released in the UK, so it's not too bad. Same year.
Yeah.
I still think it's funny that Rio Bravo, written by a woman, did he know?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. The Chinese guns, Chinese Communist, Soviet, carbine. These are the guns that they're supplying the Viet Cong. Let's do this. You got any wood to chop, Mike?
Yeah, I do, actually. I have a small fallen tree in the backyard.
Oh, nice. There you go. That'll man you up. Dr. Mottle. Mervyn Roy helped stir the film to propaganda oblivion. Leroy was a solid and trusted director, or a fixer in today's terminology. Q Vardis being Leroy's fine example. There you go.
Yeah, I think he did what was it, Mr. Roberts, which was started as a John Ford movie, and then he came in and co-directed it, I guess.
Yeah, because this Aldo Ray is father of what's his name, Fred Olen Ray, who went on to be a director of first it was horror in the 80s, smut in the 90s, and then Hallmark Christmas films, and then Zeros.
Yeah, he wants to cover all the
whatever's popular at the time. But yeah,
he did like Malibu Express and stuff like that. Was that one of them?
That's Sidaris, but it's
that's all right. Andy's
very similar films, though. Tits out. But yeah, this is very pan and scan up there. Look at that for a widescreen film.
Yeah, even the DVD had a kind of a wonky widescreen thing, like it was cut off on the sides and it was small, like it was.
Wow.
So I had to like zoom it in on the TV and stuff. So it was kind of, but it is a very old DVD, so I guess it's probably better on Blu-ray.
What's this actor's name? What's he famous for? I forgot to look it up because I'm useless.
I think he was. I thought he was in some like black exploitation movies.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Luke Askew. He was in Easy Rider, although he's just Stranger on the Highway, Frailty, The Devil's Brigade, Cool Hand Luke. I'm sure I've seen him in. He's on hundreds of things. One of those character actors.
Yeah. You know his face, but not his name.
There you go. We have Remembrance Sunday, which is the only days where you can proud to be British. And when England are playing. I watched the brilliant John Wayne movie where he actually got killed in it. It really shocked me. I think it was The Cowboys. I have seen that many years ago, but yeah, when he had a group of young lads help him out.
Yeah, that's pretty shocking.
Because, well, in this one, it's a war movie, but he doesn't fire a gun at or kill anyone.
Yeah.
He has one clay pigeon shooting. That's about it. Aldo Ray was on the wagon when as he was doing for his drinking, but then he fell off the wagon while making this film, and him and John Wayne didn't get along.
Oh wow.
Well, they said they didn't get on while filming, but then after hours they seemed to get on, share a drink together. But,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my. Indeed, George Takei is in this. So George Takei will turn up later when they actually get to Vietnam because we're building up the troops here. So George Takei was the second season of Star Trek was on, and this film overran, so he couldn't go back to film it. So they gave a lot of his words and actions to Chekhov, which made Walter Koenig more of a character in the second season. But I think he returned for a few episodes at the end. Oh, Matt's here. Take off your berry and drink your milk. Yes, I did see if I had a berry I could wear for this. Took me ages to spot, but in 2007 Transformers, one of the Bumblebee liners, John Wayne, that sample.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he says now. When does he actually say, does John Wayne actually call someone a pilgrim in any of his films? Because that's
that's a good
use.
Yeah, that's a good trivia question. I'm not sure myself,
So yeah, here we are. Here's you got a shotgun doing clay pigeon shooting. So they filmed this at Barracks in Georgia, and then out in the woodlands surrounding it. But yeah, John Wayne doesn't look very fit, like he could run through the jungle in this one. Pull. Direct hit. Of course it was. Yes, don't mention the war. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it. Oh, the shootist is Dr. Possible's favorite. His finest last hurrah.
Well, he gets killed in that one too. Well, I mean,
spoilers, Mike.
Oh yeah.
The 50-year-old films.
No, the Arrow Blu-ray is really nice of it.
Yeah, I should start with his bigger films like Shootist and Alamo and stuff. But yeah, a lot of this film is unintentionally funny.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Especially when the Americans get killed.
Plus, there's some like tacked on like warmth, like with the little boy and the guy and stuff. It's kind of like oh.
But yeah, if you watch any of the troops react to film videos on YouTube, this is a butt of many jokes. This film. Especially with the Green Berets. I don't get this bit where he's got a red rug and a red rocking chair. And
yeah, no, he's got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, surely that would be a big no-no.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, John Wayne was pro-war and all this, but then he never actually served in World War II. I think Aldo Ray was actually equal to a Green Beret level when he was in the war.
Yeah, he was in there.
He was a frogman and in the Navy or something and infiltrating places. Ooh, hello, Alex. A war movie at Christmas on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Yes, we have all the time in the world. I can't wait. Yes, Christmas Day will be a very long Bond film.
Oh, cool.
What did Luke ask you? He didn't ask me anything. When I saw Barry Norman talk at my local theatre, he said John Wayne wanted to beat him up, but I can never remember why. Yeah, so I remember that one. Here we go. Da-nang. Yeah, I think Barry Norman did interview once. Yeah. Aldo Ray starred in some right on cap. He's in a video nasty. Don't go near the park. One of the worst films I've ever seen. Yeah, he did get to that point where I think his alcoholism blacklisted him in proper Hollywood, and he had to do anything he could.
Yeah.
But apparently the military did help a lot with this film because, like this, there's a helicopter landing in the background there. You're not going to get that today, are you? Right next to the actors and.
Yeah, they got some jeeps and some.
Yeah, they got the jeeps, they got the helicopters, they got the what's the two propeller one? I'm very technical.
I don't know. I can think of that model.
Yeah, I can never think of the name of the bastard. Someone's gonna tell me. And they got hundreds of troops in the background. You got helicopters landing, taking off. You're not gonna. It's all gonna be CGI if they did this. If they did this today with the war film.
Yeah.
But because they got the army, to help and a little bit of promotion.
You know what's funny about CGI is it costs more, right, to have CGI because it's got like so many people in the crew that work on it and stuff. So it's almost like wouldn't it be less expensive if it was the other way? I don't know.
If you're paying 100 people to CGI a crowd in, they'd probably be paying a lot more than you would pay extras.
Yeah, it's like it's like when the credits are over nowadays. It's like 20 minutes long because there's so many people.
Yeah, I think that's why they keep putting these after credit scenes in so you can see their names.
Mm-hmm.
Right, here we go. How's your back? Yeah, so you got three very old actors in charge of all these Marines, and then the Marines aren't that young themselves, or Green Berets.
Yeah, I would say Patrick Wayne.
Where is he?
Yeah, he looks pretty young in this, but I don't even think he was that young even.
No, the only thing I know him from is that Sinbad movie because I can never remember which ones he's in though.
Oh yeah, he's in the one in the 70s.
Is that Mike? Haven't seen him for 25 years, and his dog too.
Yeah, you'll probably hear him in the background. He loves John Wayne, so you'll hear him.
I thought he'd be joining us. He wouldn't miss John Wayne film. David Jensen did the enjoyable US detective show for Warner Brothers called Harry O. I need to track that series down, but under attack. Yeah, because all I know him from is The Fugitive, and I've only seen a few episodes ever.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was filming this in Georgia, they were actually the final episode of The Fugitive was actually showing, which I think was one of the biggest TV shows at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Most watched back then. Right, here we go. Chung Si Badod, good to see you. Glad you're in the outfit. But yeah, so John Wayne spends most of his time just like greeting people who get killed straight away, or shouting orders that just get passed down the line. He doesn't actually have any. He take him out of the film. It wouldn't make a difference for all the action stuff that happens.
Yeah, no, he's just kind of there a lot of the time.
But here we go. Who's this? Yeah, so because this film, we're 20 minutes in, we haven't even got to Vietnam. Then there's a whole thing of tour of Vietnam coming up, of where they're going, what they're doing. Then there's 20 minutes of them defending a fort as such, and then you think that's it. But no, that's the second story takes over where they have to kidnap someone.
Yeah.
So then it goes on for another hour. One day I would like to...
Yeah, I think that guy right there. I can think of his name.
Yes, yes, he's another actor that's been in lots of stuff. The Asian guy. Jack Soo, that's him.
Jack Soo.
Flower Drum Song. He was in Barney Miller.
Oh, that's where I know him. Barney
and
Miller.
the Green Berets. Yeah, I've never seen a Barney Miller either. A lot of the TV shows, I don't remember the big ones.
Yeah.
So the Invaders.
Yeah, I remember it when I was a kid a little bit.
One day I would like to make a video compilation for YouTube every time John Wayne punches someone in the face. Yeah, it would be a 3-hour video.
Yeah.
Because he's done hundreds of films.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of punches.
Yeah. Just a natural response to meeting Barry Norman. Yeah. I'm sure he was a lovely fella. I generally think I'm the only person who likes the Alamo remake. Ironically, remembers it's even a thing. Yes, I didn't necessarily mention that, but yeah, didn't Disney remake the Alamo?
Yeah, they did. With was it Billy Bob Thornton?
That's it. Yeah, because I was thinking it was old, but it's not, is it? It's like this millennium.
It's like 20. I want to say 20. 2007.
I was thinking
somewhere in there.
The noughties. Haven't seen many John Waynes, but I've seen the Cowboys. I remember Laura Dern's dad shooting him. Spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Bruce Dern was supposed to be in this film, but I think he
wow.
turned it down. I think he was this guy. Yeah, Mr. Askew, or whatever his name is, character. But yeah, I wonder why they got all these Asian actors to come to Georgia to go on this fake street. Johnny laughed at that. The Cowboys has a great John Williams score. Williams barely ventured into Western genre back then. Too busy composing for Irwin Allen. Yes, he did. Was it Earthquake and Great Towering Inferno?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The airport movies weren't made by him, were they? Was the Airport 1? And
yeah, because they're not. Yeah, Airport. The 4 of them, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who the novel was. Here we go. The left-wing reporter turning up. He seemed maybe 3 sheets to the wind and don't go near the park. His role was basically talking to a boy or sat on a park bench. That's Alden Ray again. Yeah. Hard drinking, hard fighting, like all of them. Hate to get one greased. Spot on about CGI Mike. Always makes me laugh when they CGI would make it cheaper and easier to film films. Yeah, and then exactly the opposite have happened. Yeah. It's time consuming again because it takes years for them to do it.
It's like if you think about it, it's like, does it really save money or does it save people? I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah. Because I'm working on a video now about Rambo 3, because that was one of the most expensive films at its time, but it's all practical and it's all on camera. It's all in there.
Yeah.
I know most of the money really went on Sly's wage, but like this shot, you got 4 helicopters in, which is said we don't need to shoot that. We'll just do it in CGI because you don't see it, and just see John Wayne is there in the distance, but
chopper. Get to the chopper.
Can't resist it. As soon as someone says chopper. The Fugitive was an excellent series. Did Williamson in Tower Inferno? Someone double check for me. Oh, you're not selling this film to me? No. When the action kicks in, if I could let you see it, it would be funny. Oh, quick! Is there Credence playing? Down the jungle.
That would have been cool though, but I don't think John Wayne would have been like, "Oh, those hippies."
Yes, he would. Because look at these pine trees they're flying over.
Yeah, the Vietnamese pine trees.
I eat green berets for breakfast. I need Jeff here to do Arnie impressions. But yes, there's a lot of rivalry in the forces.
Yeah.
Yes, Miles. Oh yes, there you go. So he did do Tower Inferno. Alamo makes me think of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The only thing I know about the Alamo is from American Werewolf in London.
Oh yeah.
So here we go, the history lesson. So you have to protect this one little building in the middle of nowhere. Or half a building by the look of it. But yeah, that helicopter just flew straight through the set with all the people. Right 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And then there's more coming in. You just think, wow, they just would not do that today.
Yeah, it's like when Coppola did Apocalypse Now. He filmed it in the actual, or close to the actual place. It was more authentic, but he had trouble getting all the helicopters and stuff,
Yeah.
Now here he's got full access to all this military gear and stuff. But they did it in Georgia.
Yeah. So they had to go. all the Marines got to go back to base for the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that's the one thing that took me right out of it as soon as I started watching this. It's Vietnam, but it doesn't look like anything since, because allegedly Oliver Stone made this film, Platoon, as a retaliation to this film's
Oh yeah.
perception of what happened in Vietnam. One of my favorite war film stories is when they made a film about Audrey Murphy's life called To Hell and Back, and had to turn down all the stuff because it seemed made up.
Yeah.
I think the crazier it is, the more realistic it probably was.
Yeah, he was apparently one of the most decorated soldiers.
Hmm. But I can't remember if I've seen To Hell and Back. I've got it on VHS, but I can't remember. But there's someone in this film that's in that film. I think David Jensen's in that film.
Or, I'm going to say Aldo Ray, isn't it? But I'm not.
Well, I knew it was someone, so it might be.
Yeah, maybe.
I know. I've only watched this once when I was like 10, and I remember it's someone getting impaled on a spike. Also, yeah, towards the end. Yeah, it's in the trailer. It's ridiculous. It's supposed to be this a big emotional scene where they're coming. It's the end of the film. They've survived the mission. They walk up. The guy gets a hook around a rope around his leg, gets lifted into the air, then swung into a load of spikes behind a tree. It looked cartoonish because he doesn't swing with enough force to impale him. But it's supposed to be this big emotional, oh my god, they killed a Kenny job. Because he's the one that this little kid befriends in the campsite. And the dog, spoilers, the dog dies in this as well. But there's a lot of wartime cliches in this, but because what is it? Someone said this is a 40s film with a 50s cast, but made in the 60s. I don't know. Yeah, there's the punji sticks, so loads of spikes surrounding the compound, but then apparently they're not doused in poop, which is what the Vietnamese did, but they couldn't mention the poop in this.
Oh wow!
Because if you got spiked and you survived, then you'd get poisoned.
Yeah, some kind of nasty disease of some sort.
Hate CGI. I think the worst thing to happen to film. Well, exactly, but when used in conjunction with practical, like Jurassic Park and T2, which proved pretty good, but now they're just 90% of the film is just fake background, fake foreground, fake costumes.
Yeah, a good mix is good. Works. Yeah, you're right, Gareth. David Jansen was in To Hell and Back.
Yay, I was right once.
No, Aldo Ray was not.
Excellent. I would have put money on him being in at least most of those films. Get to the chopper. That'd be funny if John Wayne said that in this. Even if it's get to the chopper.
Pilgrim. To the chopper, Pilgrim.
So yeah, we are 32 minutes in. What's happened?
Well, I believe they're just now getting kind of settled in, I guess.
Yes, in our temporary location. But yeah, because he's assembled a team, but it's only about 3 people. And then it was a quick, do you want to be on the team? And say, yes, okay, you're on the team. And then,
well, that one guy that had all the stuff in the red rocking chair, he was just like got busted for like stealing supplies. So they're like, hey, do you want to join our group? And we're going to promote you to sergeant, by the way.
Yeah, like, oh, wow. It's that easy.
Yeah, it's that easy.
And then we got the little Chinese kid tripping people over. And then they become friends till the end. And then the little dog too. You funny. So people have said this is where Steven Spielberg got the idea for Short Round. He goes, you funny. This is Ham Chunk. Is called Ham Chunk.
Yeah, ham chunk. Or ham chunk. Chunk of ham.
I was such a lightweight. Even as a kid, I thought joining the army seemed like too much like hard work. Exactly. They're getting up at 3:30 in this. That's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
You number one. I choose you.
Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones.
Exactly. If you can hear it, it does sound just like Short Round. I know. Did anyone actually serve in any armies here? Yeah, this was released during the actual war, yes. Because apparently it's John Wayne's character is based on a Finnish army person, General Colonel, whatever he is, who's very decorated. I pressed John Wayne, not the actor, the character. Colonel Mike Kirby is based on real-life Laurie Tourney, who later called himself Larry Thorne. He was a Finnish army captain who fought in the Second World War during the Winter War, 39 to 40, and the Continuation War, 41 to 44, against the Soviet Union. He served on the Eastern Front as a Waffen SS captain under the alias Larry Lane of the Finnish Volunteer Battalion of the Waffen SS. He emigrated to the US in the late 40s, and in 1954 he joined the US Army. In November 63, he joined Special Forces Unit in Vietnam and fought in the Mekong Delta. He disappeared during a mission in 1965 and was reported MIA. His remains were found in 1990 and formally identified in 2003. So,
oh, wow.
Yay. But of course, John Wayne wins this war.
Yeah, he had quite a resume.
Yeah. Although I don't see how John Wayne's character has anything to do with any of that, because it's just John Wayne in this.
Yeah, I think they got him for the box office, you know.
Yeah, and then I love how he's that. What's it like Robert Duvall in Apocalypse Now? Just explosions going around, and he's not phased, and bullets flying, and he's just like, get over there and fight. God damn it!
I love the smell of napalm.
Charlie don't surf.
Yeah, I guess it would be hard to film it close to the real location because it was during wartime. So yeah, I guess.
Yes, all the others waited till it finished, didn't they?
Yeah,
and
I guess all the jungles were
the Philippines, like all the was it Strike Commando 1 and 2 and the Rambo knockoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are taking the piss of the Navy now. Stealing corrugated iron. Yes, that's it. Marin was his real name. Yes, that's it. I was more into Axeman soldiers toys and the Red Arrows than actually joining the military myself. Yes, I had the Action Man toys, which were like the G.I. Joes. I wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes. I didn't like PE in school. Yes, exactly. Although maybe joining the army would have changed all that. But yeah I don't take orders very well if I disagree with them. So
yeah, my grandpa was in the army, and then my dad was in the army. But
yeah,
I didn't join the army.
Yeah, same here. Although my dad was in the RAF, but he didn't fly or anything. He was in the. He did go to Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad was stationed in Europe during this time frame. So luckily he didn't go to Vietnam because I may not be here.
It is when you watch these war films, it's wonder anyone came back from any war.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the trailer for New Mission Impossible. Yeah, it's one of those because I keep saying like, was it the last one? Whatever it was called is they were kept saying how CGI free it was. Same with Top Gun Maverick, but it wasn't. But it just was good CGI that you didn't see it.
Yeah, I think I missed that last Mission Impossible one.
Yeah, that's another one that's 2.5 hours long, and it's part 1. It's good, but yeah, pretty much all of them. Since I've enjoyed all of them apart from 2.
Yeah. 2 was the John Woo directed one, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2000. So, what is it? If we had 5 in 20 years. Raymond St. Jacques, that's it. Is he the doc? I think in this was in The Evil Let Men Do. He was the blind preacher in They Live. That's where I recognize him. Thank you, Michael Myers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's the black guy doctor who. Oh, here's George Takei turning up the 8 minutes in, and there's a great bit later on where they're having a firefight against the VC in the woods, and some of his men are VC in disguise, and they start shooting the Americans from this tower.
Mhm.
And then George Takei says, "I expected this," and then detonates a bomb under them. Yeah, because George Takei wasn't sure about making the film because of the political things to do with it, and he told John Wayne this. I said, "I'm not sure I can do this, as I don't agree with it." He says, "John Wayne allegedly said that I'm not looking for political people. I'm looking for the best person for the job."
Mhm.
He said half the cast and crew are for and against the war.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy year, 1968, with all the political stuff, assassinations, and all that here in America, protesting and all this stuff.
Yeah, a lot of. The worst place I could put the word "not" has totally changed what I meant to put. Me too, Ian. I have the Ace book about the history of Action Men. Fun enough, one of my favorite documentaries is called "To Hell and Back" with the Kane Hodder story. Yeah, I've seen the Kane Hodder story. It's great, where he talks about the accident, the fire stunt he was showing off to some reporter, set himself on fire, and it all went wrong, and he burnt himself really badly. And then came back to do lots of major fire stunts in films.
Yeah.
Lucas Scoot, that's it. Looks like Peter Fonda, and both of them are in Easy Rider.
Mhm.
Yes, when I watched this the other night, I found out it was 2.5 hours long instead of a 90-minute action film on a Monday of all things.
Maybe we should have picked the Dirty Dozen or something like that.
I think. Well, that's another one that's 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That one, it's like an hour and a half of training them, and then there's the battle.
Mm-hmm.
But the funniest thing about the Dirty Dozen is the sequel. I think, isn't it? Who's the actor that comes back from the dead or as a different character?
Oh, it wasn't Lee Marvin, was it? No, he was. No,
I think Lee Marvin survived, didn't he? And then it was one of the other ones. Okay, it was a TV, 2 sequels.
Yeah, the part 2 was called The Next Mission.
That's it, yes.
Yeah.
It's sort of TV movies in the end. Same with the Great Escape 2 with Christopher Reeve. Donald Pleasance is in that, and in the first Great Escape, he's the forger, isn't he? And then gets killed, but then he comes back as a SS. High up in the SS as in the sequel.
I didn't realize there was a sequel to that.
But not many people did. It's another one that's like a 3-hour TV movie.
Yeah, sometimes
and it's the first half hour is what happens in the first film, condensed, and then the second film is about because at the end of the Great Escape, spoilers, they all get shot lined up and shot. So Christopher Reeve is going up to find out who was responsible to take them out. It says bring them to justice, but he ends up killing anyone.
Okay, I looked it up. One's called The Fatal Mission, and then The Next Mission.
There you go. Is there anyone in all 3? I can't remember if Lee Marvin's in the third.
Telly Savalas, I think.
Telly Savalas, that's it. He's connecting.
I think he might be that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got killed in the first one and came back as a different character.
Yeah.
Oh, so here we go. So this guy's returning to America tomorrow. He's just posting a letter to his wife, and then he's going for an early night. What could go wrong?
It's like save the postage.
George Takei's IMDb looks like he's about to do Kenneth Williams' impression. Matron. But yeah, Where is he? Just gonna check it out. Yeah, go. Hated PE in school mostly because of the stupid plimsolls they made us wear. Oh, yeah, there he goes. He's blown up. Only one person was in that building, but there's spies in their midst that knows where to hit them. Yeah, we had those plimsolls. It had to be white plimsolls so they wouldn't mark the gym floor.
Oh yeah. So those would be like tennis shoes, right?
Yeah.
In short, yeah. Gym
But they
shoes,
were like, well, yeah, but thinner.
oh,
So it's like wearing nothing.
yeah. The same thing here, you know. We don't scuff up everything and stuff.
I saw the other day there's basketball courts that are digital screens. The whole court is digital floor is a digital screen, so they can change it. So they can
Oh wow.
as a basketball court, and then they have massive adverts and stuff on it, and then it can change into a different court, I guess netball or something or anything.
Oh wow. I wonder if that affects the players. And
That's the first thing I thought. If you try bounce it like AstroTurf, it's a different
Yeah.
feel, so things run and hit bounce different.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Who is it? It's the captain, sir. Better move him out of here. The Mission Impossible franchise has surpassed even Carl Pilkington's expectations. If the CGI Tom's out of the film, I'd probably enjoy it. Ooh, not a Cruise fan. There's a thing I noticed about this film is some of it looks blurry. And that shot just then with John Wayne and George Takei next to each other didn't look in focus.
Yeah, the DVD looks kind of rough in places too. Yeah,
like this bit where there seems to be an outline on. Nah, this shot's fine. Both actors are in focus, but that last one, it was only like John Wayne wasn't in focus.
That might have to do with the pan and scan, possibly.
Well, this is the widescreen version I'm watching, but
oh, okay.
This is the Blu-ray. I think it's just a problem on set.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, there's motion blur as well when it pan then. They'll be all over here again, just like the 70s. My mum's brother was a prisoner for war in Korea. Oh, the picture of the street party they had when he came back was awesome. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You don't get street parties anymore.
It's called riots.
Well, we tried to... in Britain in the 70s, all have these street parties. And when the Queen was coronations or bloody jubilees or something. So they close the street, but then... And then they tried doing it nowadays, but no one wants the street closed because they can't park on it or they can't drive down it. Or they tried doing it here a few summers ago, where closing a section of the street so the kids could play in the street, and it's like, well, it's for like 2 hours. What's the point?
Yeah.
Some of them might forget and do it on a day when the cars are coming speeding down. Or A Bridge Too Far, another long one. Yes. Are there any short war films?
I don't think so. Not too many of them.
No, because even Private Ryan's a good 2.25 hours.
Oh yeah.
I think Full Metal Jacket. Any horror war films I could have done? Outpost, but I don't own it. Yeah. But I thought, good old John Wayne film.
Yeah.
So it was a third of the way through. There you go. More helicopter action. Run, Forrest. And there you go. That's the next mission or something. I said. He's seen Titanic too. Is that the Roger Corman film? I do like A Bridge Too Far. It is a long film, but yeah, it's an all-star cast, isn't it? Robert Redford and Anthony Hopkins and I think Sean Connery, Michael Caine in it? I can't remember now.
I think he is, yeah.
But then, was it The Longest Day? That's a good 3-hour film as well.
Yeah, that's a big one. And
Is
there's
John Wayne in that
another
one? No. Might be.
no.
No, the only one not in it.
He was no, he was in that, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I don't think it's in my John Wayne section then. I think I've only got a widescreen version of that. Just... Here we go. Rocket launches. Blowing up the Georgia rivers. Here we go. Going full Rambo. Because you see it here later on. They've got one of those planes or a helicopter flies by once when they lose the fort.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the minigun on the side. So it flies around and shoots out the side. So you don't see that in films.
It's like a Gatling gun or something.
That's it. And then they're just obliterating everyone.
Yeah.
There is something magic about a really long film on normal TV on a bank holiday with adverts. It's like why Ben-Hur is like 6 hours. Yeah, if you've got the time to sit there and enjoy it, it's fine, isn't it? Rainy afternoon, it's on a Sunday, nothing to do, and then you can just watch an epic film.
Yeah, commercials.
Although, if you're watching Ben-Hur or something on Gone with the Wind on a 24-inch pan and scan. And then he's brought his home with him. He's got his pajamas on. He's got that terrible pattern of pajamas back in the 60s and 70s. I remember my dad wearing that sort of thing. Yeah,
even the 70s had just some ugly furniture and just decor and stuff.
You gotta wonder what they were thinking. Yeah,
shag carpets and stuff.
Yeah, the 70s went peculiar, didn't they? With their coloring schemes and patterns. Being a prisoner of war must be about the scariest thing you could ever experience. Indeed, yeah. Unless you're Chuck Norris in action, the beginning. And I only got the first one out. But yeah, he just took it in his stroll, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because it's like the Rambo sequels made to highlight the plight of POWs still in Vietnam in the 80s.
Yeah. And then the Deer Hunter has that one part with Robert De Niro and Christopher Walken or something.
Yeah. And then you got this guy in bed with this 10-year-old Asian child now.
Yeah.
But it's a comforting thing. It's the same thing. Like Uncle Buck, John Candy spent the first night with the kids in the same bed and they push him out. But people both have a fucking fit. You see this now.
Yeah, I think it was genuine, but nowadays they're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, can't show that. Usually, Lawrence of Arabia. Phyllis, if you've got adverts, either it's worse in America. I don't know. Do American advert TV shows still have that? Adverts every 10, 15 minutes.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's hard to get into a film. Because it used to be here, it used to be every half hour, and then they changed it to every 15 minutes.
Yeah. Or sometimes they'll just show commercials for like 10 minutes and just get a bunch out of the way, and then they won't take as many breaks. They have done that a few times.
That's good. Oh, is that helicopter again? Bringing in bulldozers. But yeah, I guess all they did was just film training missions on this Georgia set, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Just clear a killing zone. Yeah, so John Wayne's got his gun. It's upside down and just like pointing around at people.
It's like, hold that gun correctly, officer, sir.
Apparently, the gun is fake, and so much so that later on he smashes it on a tree and it just crumbles. Because after a guy gets killed who couldn't get shot off, he has to fight all the Vietnamese Vietcong, hand to hand, because they got knives and machetes. He takes about 5 of them out, and then gets killed. John Wayne gets pissed off and smashes the gun, and then it reveals it's like a toy. It's like a famous Mattel toy that was a very accurate replica.
Yeah, they need a Rambo and Chuck Norris in this one. That would be kind of liven it up a little bit.
Yeah, because as straight as Chuck Norris takes these things in Mission Action, he does do a jump with 2 grenades, or comes out of the water. I think he's a Green Beret in there, isn't he? Cause comes out of the water.
Or
What is it,
a Ranger or something.
Ranger, something, isn't it? Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's in the sound of VHS. Blistering saga, one man's battle against the odds and his stalwart belief in the principles above all else. Just says Colonel Braddock. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, it's a quote about the Green Berets on the back of this.
It might be. I don't know. I don't think he was a SEAL, Navy SEAL or anything like that.
It says here, the quote from Variety magazine. Next to the contents of this pick, Green Berets is mellow stuff.
Mellow, man.
Yeah. Good on you, Chuck. John Wayne would have been proud. The Daily Mirror.
You've been like, man, you made a better movie.
I guess, was he passed away in 79? Oh, yeah. So we saw this guy measuring out footsteps to where things are so he can attack them.
Yeah.
And the lefty reporter getting upset how they're treating this guy, and they're barely speaking harshly to him. The big red one. I think I do have the big red one on retail, yes, with Mark Hamill.
Yeah, I like that one. It's got Lee Marvin in it.
That's it, Lee Marvin. I'm trying to think of if it was Lee Marvin. Thank you. Yeah, he had one slap from George Takei, and they thought he was being a bit too rough on this guy that was getting everyone killed, infiltrating them. Oh, our plimsolls were black. I don't remember. I forgot that. And the teacher wouldn't let me do PE, and I was like so disappointed. Oh no, I can't do PE. But yeah, back in those days, it was run around in your PE boxer shorts or pants. If you didn't have your kit to teach you a lesson, they knew you didn't bring it on purpose. Yes, Maid Droid Origins is not worth watching. The first, well, I say that I only watched the first one because of the actress in it gets very naked, but the second one I didn't. It's they're very low budget, but yeah. Was but they're not long films, so that's all right. I was going to say it's probably because it's Panscan. They found they're favoring the out of focus of the image for some reason.
Yeah, I was looking up on the missing in action thing. I think he's just a military officer, Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Due process is a bullet. I want you to keep that lighter. It was Captain Coleman's. Oh, not that one. The big red one sounds rude. Yes, doesn't sound like a war film, does it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
War is hell, so make sure the films are so long it's hell getting through them. Yes. Here's a question for Mike. What was the Korean War about, apart from MASH?
I think it had something to do with the communist thing again, like trying to stop Korea from being the movement of communism, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of sketchy too.
Yeah, because there's no threat to the world from them. But I think the Vietnam one started because of the French were in Vietnam, and then they abandoned it, and the Americans came in.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's like,
yeah. It's like anything. There's the truth, and there's the what people have told.
Mm-hmm.
Avatar is hell for the same reason, yeah. Because what are we up to now? We've only had 2 Avatar films, and it's about 6 hours.
Yeah, I need to see that second one. I haven't seen it
yet. It's a slog. It looks lovely, but it's
not as good as the first. I mean, the first one's okay, but the effects are what the star of the show.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the star of the show. This one, No, my plimsolls were white. I know, because I had to use the white liquid polish to make them white. Maybe in your poor, deprived schools, they were black. One thing I really like, really works well for long, is Peter Jackson's King Kong. It really feels like you're going to Skull Island. That is another too long film, because there's the journey to the island, and there's the dinosaurs, and then there's everything else. Then King Kong turns up, and then they go to New York. Then he escapes.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a long film. I think what's the original, about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like, I don't even think it's that long. I think it's like 70 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Like
No, we can do 3 times as much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I used to have the big red one in an old cardboard pre-cert release that opened up like a book. Never watched it. Yeah. Can't remember if I've seen it or not. Way back in the day, but I should check it out. if they were white, weren't they ballet shoes? Cheeky. A ballet dancer like Billy Elliot. Yes, that's it. All the lads had them in our school. Although there was that one time I did have the dress up in the girls' PE kit for children in need. So it was for charity.
You forgot to tell us you were in a dance school. It's a dance academy.
We dance fight. It's a dance off. I think I may be of assistance. Odin is particularly trawling out Die Hard, Gremlins, and Home Alone again. Yeah, Die Hard was the only thing that got me into the cinema for Christmas time last year.
Mm.
But yeah, Home Alone I saw originally, so. Ding, 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 ding. You got it, Mars. CBS Video released it through the MGM. The big red one is now owned by Warner Brothers. The film was financed by Laura Marr. Yeah, so we got to the camp 20 minutes ago. Now we're just dealing with orphans and sob stories.
Heartwarming.
Oh, that's it.
Pull at your heartstrings.
I don't know, because this is a kid that's got a foot infection or something, and then the doctor fixes her up.
Yeah, she stepped on one of those whatchamacallits.
Punji sticks or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah, punji stick.
And then the village leader, because the Viet Cong have been dropping leaflets telling the villagers, don't trust the Americans. This has made it all right between the Americans and the team tribal leaders. And then he says, come over to our village tomorrow, we'll help you. So we'll see what happens to him now. Yes.
It's a setup.
And they can go to see Leslie. Yes. Wow. That's the trouble with the Germans wore uniforms. The Viet Cong just dress as farmers all over. So who do you shoot? And then they can see Leslie Nielsen and Prissy come out to watch him Platoon. They're both laughing like it's a comedy. Yes. When anyone talks about long films, I think of when I went to see Dr. Zhivago at the cinema, was really desperate for a pee, went and sat down, and the intermission came on. Oh, yes. We'll see how this goes tonight, because we're not halfway through yet. Yes. I'd never liked the Deer Hunter much. If they cut out the stupid wedding and got to the action, I'd like it more. Yes, Deer Hunter needs to be more Rambo.
Yeah.
But
the wedding does go on for a while.
But yeah, and then just got nothing but the only thing I remember about it is the because I haven't seen it in a very long time, is the Russian roulette scene.
Yeah.
Speaks in Vietnamese. He says he'll deal with you alone. He'll come with you, and only tomorrow morning at sunrise, or never. So what could go wrong? It's one of those silver MGM presets. They're pretty flimsy cardboard and she fell to bits. Yeah, they weren't designed to last, were they? MGM CBS, then MGM changed over to MGM UA back in the 70s. All VHS reverted. They mentioned John Wayne dying in Donnie Brasco. I think it's the one that was set in the 70s. Yes. Because I think was it 79 he died?
Yeah, 78, 79.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I think it was 79, I think.
So I'll tell it while I remember. The big finish where it's set on a beach and John Wayne walks off into the sunset with a little boy before it gets dodgy. People say, but Vietnam doesn't have a beach like that or facing that way to the sun. They think of all the things to... Here you go. So here's the punji sticks in the ground, hidden under turf. And then let's move out. Yeah, John Wayne's going because he's up on one knee and he's trying to get up. Where's Alucard? This is set in Georgia. There you go. There's every 5 feet there seems to be a fucking trap.
Yeah.
How did he know it wasn't going to kill that guy by the tree? Not very close. Oh yes, it's funny how George Lucas would spend $55 million making Red Tail, saying how good black pilots were during World War II and nobody cared. Great film. It is a great film, Red Tails. I've seen that.
I think I've seen it once. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I know I think it is very CGI heavy.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned in your video earlier, what is it? Hell's Angels, was it?
Yeah, Hell's Angels was one.
Yeah, because I keep meaning to watch it. Every time I watch Scorsese's The Aviator, and it's about the filming of that with Howard Hughes financing it and refilming the whole thing because sound comes in and that's another film that's like 3 hours long. Is The Aviator and Hell's Angels.
Yeah, they're both pretty long. Yeah,
and I need to catch up on that.
Yeah, I haven't watched The Aviator in a long time. I almost watched it recently, and I didn't. I think because of the time frame, actually. But...
I do enjoy it, but yeah, there's not much about it that's amazing. Apart from every time I put it on, I fall for it every time. I think, oh, it's ruined. The color's off. But of course, every time change is reflecting how they made films at the time. So at the beginning, it's like purple and green is the main colors. And the company logos are all funny when it starts off. So yes, the village has been killed and everyone's been slaughtered. The men have been taken and happy days again. So who told them? I don't think anything comes out of this apart from they slaughtered the village. Yes. Yes, thank you, Michael. They got the sneezes. I still don't understand how they do Panascan. I've never seen the equipment it's done on or anyone who did it. Yeah, there's some bad ones, isn't it? The Untouchables is always the worst one for me. The bit when Elliot Ness comes home and Frank Nitty's there and talking about his kids outside his house, and then he runs into the house to see if his kid opens the door and there's the bed, and then she's over on the opposite side of the widescreen, and it goes,
yeah, scans over.
DD Green Beret, whatever that means. Or is it die?
You know this DVD, I have to flip it over at a certain point. It's one of the old DVDs.
Oh, right. I guess it'll be coming up soon as we're nearly halfway through. Or is it going to wait till it's 2 hours in and then for the last 20 minutes on the other side?
I think it cuts at the part where they're having dinner. There's a restaurant scene. I believe. Yeah.
Right. I still remember a war veteran being interviewed on Breakfast TV, and he looked like someone you'd see in the post office, and his war stories made him seem like Rambo or John Matrix combined. Yeah, that is true. Someone blocking the queue at the post office just for a stamp. I still want to watch Home Alone 2, and after the Ali CD cameo, just leave. Oh, dear, you haven't seen Home Alone 2? Oh, at the cinema. See Ali Sheedy on the big screen. Have you seen Merrill's Marauders? Was an early and actually decent attempt to show Burma operation during World War II. Nice Warner Archive release.
Yeah, I have that, and it does look good, and it's by the same director that made the Big Red one.
Aha.
Sam Fuller.
Oh, 5 Viet Cong soldiers took her into the village, took her out of the village, and never came back. UVC, UVC.
UVC.
My school was in a rough neighborhood. If you turned out in PE, wiped insults, even the teachers would have kicked my ass. There's an old VHS of Soldier Blue. That's an awful panel scan, just zipping left and right throughout the bloody film. Yes, probably the one I got. I got 2 copies of that. Different VHSs. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the young girl with the foot. So, yeah. She's, we won't go into what happened to her then.
She got blown to bits.
The Duke will fix it.
It's like, now do you believe in the war, sir?
Yeah. I'll do what has to be done. But yeah, that's not. We're gonna lose. We've lost a little girl so far. We're gonna lose a dog later on. A load of yeah. I think was it John Wayne, and I think the doctor survives, but he does get shot in the back. David Jensen continues touring Vietnam with another group.
Trying to make up his mind.
Yeah. The old ITV version of Ghostbusters is a panel scan. It's anxiety-inducing during the bit where the old magazine covers. So the magazine covers with the Ghostbusters flip onto the screen on the left and right, and then of course the panel scan's going like this, trying to show you each one.
Yeah.
Flipper discs, yes.
Flipper.
Because that was when they were single layered, wasn't it? So then you get the dual layers, so they can all put it on one side and everyone's happy. Because the labeling on the flipper disc was terrible to know which way round to put it.
Yeah, that's what I had to do today. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a tiny little bit of etching.
Yeah, it's probably like 97 or 98 when they first came out or something. It's really.
Yeah. Oh no. When John Wayne was later he was buried in a jukebox. Right? I need to get something really bad for that one. But I'm going to
I hate you. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
That was the Duke is rolling in his jukebox. That joke. Right. Weapons check in 30 minutes. Fallout. Sergeant speaks in Vietnamese. Let's see. I think I'd be able to bloody sleep. No, only half the people in there are probably Viet Cong trying to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go. We're an hour and 12 minutes in. Still haven't got to the big battle.
Yeah, it does seem longer than it is. But I mean, it is long, but it seems even longer than it is sometimes.
Yeah. Although I wasn't bored when I watched it, even though it is a long film, because I don't know if it was the bad dialogue or the.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I mean, it's like, it's entertaining.
It's entertaining. It's something to watch. It's all people really at doing something, but you can roll your eyes at the politics and all that, and the characters getting killed, trying to get you to like all these characters and feel for them, and then kill them off straight away. And there's a few good stunts coming up with the battle as well. There's a fire stunt when the helicopter crashes, and women.
I mean, would they let the kid really hang out with them and stuff?
I don't know. This is the thing, isn't it? Because
the
same thing that happens in the the Iraq War films. They always have.
Oh yeah.
There's either the kid either turns on them or gets killed, and then
yeah.
So either way, they probably shouldn't let him out. There we go. In Da-Nang.
Yeah, so it's sometime I think after this scene, I think the disc flips or after flip the disc.
Yeah. So he's off to dinner. Did he pack his tuxedo in his camo bag that he brought in?
So you never know when you might need a suit.
This is where they set up the second part of the story. You like? What is there not to like? Who is she?
Me like it.
$10. One of the last times I watched Escape from New York was on ITV4 when Lee Van Cleef was talking to Snake. He's not even on screen, even though it had borders. Not sure how that's even possible. Yeah, that's just someone not watching what they're doing. Hey, Mikey movie. Teenagers seem to always visit their friends by climbing through the bedroom window. Is that common in the US, Mike?
No, not really. No, I never did it personally. But...
I wouldn't trust a trellis because it could definitely not take that much weight. It's designed for like a plant to grow up in, not a human being. I'm not saying that. I used to climb out. My bedroom was a bungalow, but I had a big roof, and I used to climb out my bedroom and climb onto the roof. But that was just. We used to have RAF used to train there, so they would like fly low over our place.
Oh yeah. Well, I live next to a military base too, so every once in a while you'll see the helicopters get kind of low and stuff. Yeah.
Hear the music. Dun, 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 dun. I get nervous saying jukebox. It feels racist now. Probably is. We're all going to hell. Remember buying a few Touchstone DVDs back in the day. Most of the early widescreen editions were flipper discs from Buena Vista, including Jackie Brown. Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, obviously, widescreen takes up more room. There's twice the picture.
Yeah.
So yeah, this whole thing is pointless.
Yeah, it's like
And then
I'm not sure.
So they have all this equipment, but they never have like snipers or like to take people out. They could just have snipers in each turret, looking with the infrared scope he's got. And
yeah,
and there's like 100 of Viet Congs coming in now. Just nuke the site. There it goes. Right, I'll pause there. Nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Halloween. During the montage of different cities, the panel scout would pan across the street names at the bottom of the screen so you can read them. Yeah, I think that happened on my watch party. Right. Oh, I paused the VHS, but not my copy. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have one flipper, Dead Presidents always forgets to flipper, and it always pisses me off when I realize halfway through.
Right. Well, it's like when you got Laserdisc, they're kind of the same.
You
know, you have to get up a lot of them and flip them over when you watch a Laserdisc too. So.
Right. What's on your screen now? It's all dark.
They're watching infrared scene.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's the same scene.
It's a long. Well, in the Ghostbusters commentary, Harold Ramis complains he always wanted to get chopped out of the picture when it was on TV. Yeah. I can believe that. He was always on the end. Every Third Man, North Wall.
I think in the early days of widescreen, like somebody was like trying to explain it to him and stuff. Like, I don't like the black bars, but then they would be like, well, look what you're missing.
Exactly. They still couldn't
I'd rather have it that way.
Yeah, I want a full screen, not half a screen missing. No, you idiot. You're getting twice the screen. Twice the picture for half. Oh, so yeah. Here's the kid goes into the bunker. Stay there. You'll be safe. I don't know how.
It's like sitting on fuel drums.
Okay, Peterson. You get, yeah. I suppose I think the kid gets a few people killed by running away. Then you had Sony doing widescreen on one side and standard panel scan on the other. Yes, of course. They did this in the US as well with those early DVD discs. Yes, I need to go through mine. I don't think I've got any of those old ones down here.
Yeah. Well, I remember in the early days of like DVD, like on most like big name releases, they would always have the full screen copy, or you buy the widescreen copy.
Yeah,
that was so common for a long time. And then
so I got the Exorcist, and looks like it's a flip up.
oh wow, yeah.
I can try and read what's on it. Unless I put it on backwards. Nope, it's the flip up.
It's the flipper.
Right, here we go. The action's about to start. An hour and 20 minutes in. I said Duke Box with a D. This was shown on ITV in 1973. Thank you, Lemon King. Oh, here we go. Lots of petrol going up here. So you got mortars going from both sides. Oh, stuntmen hitting their mark. That's what it's all about. Give the sergeant a hand. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Well, I think we just missed it where the guy with the reporter just got pushed him out of the way and then got blown up. Saving the reporter's life. They've got this. They're Viet Cong just slowly walking up outside the gates and then putting up ladders. And then no one's shooting at them.
Yeah.
And then all the Americans are laying down behind sandbags, shooting and getting shot. But the last picture didn't show anyone actually shooting at them.
Yeah, it's a strange war scene.
Yeah. Now, who's this actor with the radio? I can't remember what his name is. Here we go. So yeah, they put ladders across the barbed wire fence and climb up it. And then they fall on the barbed wire. Right, and then suddenly they got flares going in they're getting mowed down. You got helicopter support coming in. That's got to be Bulldog. This is Savoy 6. Oh, this is Bulldog. Of course, it's John Wayne coming back from dinner. No, he's back. Oh, yeah, there's an obvious model shot where the helicopter gets shot and it crashes, very slowly spinning. Can't blame them for a model shot, though. Yeah. Could have done a better model, but then they got a full-size one on a crane that crashes, and then the actors drop out when it's rolling, and then the poor pilot gets cooked.
Yeah, comes out for fire and it's also a very dark movie if you think about it. It's not lit very well, even for a night scene.
VC speaks in Vietnamese. Come on, lads, let's take them out. I miss the excitement of my first batch of DVDs going on sale. It felt like a truly innovative to be able to watch films in such high quality and ended up being any film just to get some discs. Yes, definitely. DVD was next level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're frowned upon as poor quality now.
Yeah.
The Ballad of the Green Berets was a hit in 1966, but the movie had to wait until 1968. Yes. I think even Dolly Parton, Tits McGee, has done a cover of it.
Tits McGee?
I was doing a video the other day. I couldn't remember her name, so I called her Tits McGee. I wonder if there ever a DVD player that would flip the disc internally like some Laserdisc players. I think there were, but I don't think it would have made sense for someone to invent something that could do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
But I don't know. I was thinking about it now because, they only had that drawer, so they probably wouldn't have the capability.
Yeah. I think on the Laserdisc was like a belt, the scanner, and it was like a tank tread. It would come around and then do it. So, but you had a bigger box for it,
Yeah. I think they just went straight to dual layer, didn't they, instead?
Yeah.
Sergeant SSG Berets was the year's biggest selling track on the Billboard 100 in 1966. Oh, here they are. They're going over the ladders again. See, this is why I think I don't understand. So these war films, they just throw people on the hope one of them will make it over the. Just even the Viet Cong are now invading because they could have held them off quite easily at the gates if they'd have shot at them.
It reminds me of like people storming a castle or something. They put all
yes, exactly. Like, you know, US Warner DVDs had widescreen on one scan and pan on the scan on the other. I need to see which ones I got.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I got the M16s. Oh, there you go. So the little kid almost got bombed, and his dog runs off. Oh, he's called Hamchuck, and the dog's called Chimchuck. And then the boy goes after the dog. Never go after the dog. The dog will take care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
If you chase it, it'll run off thinking it's a game.
Yeah, that's.
And then we're supposed to feel something here because the kid's crying, and this dog's been somehow. I don't know what happened to the dog because it's just it's all intact on top of a mound of dirt. So I don't know.
It's like, give that boy a gun. Give Hamchuck a gun.
Yeah, it's not been blown up. It's not. Doesn't. I don't think anyone shot it. And then he's digging a hole for it. Shouldn't laugh. When I worked at HB, I had to explain widescreen so many times. Yeah, this disc is faulty. Half the screen's missing.
Yeah.
So where is this guy? Where's John Wayne? You see, he's not shooting anyone.
Yeah, he was up in the copter just a minute ago.
Mike Henry is the one I'm thinking of. Oh, he was, of course, he was Smokey the Bandit Jr. I'm trying to think who I kept looking at him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He played a dumbass. I'm trying to think, who is it? Here we go. I'm going after the kid. Hamchuck. Oh, US Warner DVDs and UK Warner DVDs have the most cuts in them. My first ever DVD was Exit Wounds. I still have it. Nice. Mine was a second-hand Batman 89. What you got, Mike?
I think, what was my first one? I think it was actually Mission Impossible 2. Yeah. Because a first player was a PlayStation 2, so you could play DVDs in it.
Yeah. Because they just got this scene where the Viet Cong are coming over the wires on the ladders. They hit the Fuga. He hits it, and then obvious dummies just laying still on top of the barbed wire going up in flames. Oh, Exit Wounds was the first Region 1 DVD I owned. I do like Exit Wounds. It is the last good Seagal film. Oh, I think The Thing and The Hitcher I bought next were pretty good special editions. I think I had those back in the day. Sony, Warner, and Disney all did it. I did buy a Philips CDI player. The worst thing I ever did, the film on 2 discs, and the picture quality at times was below Laserdisc.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I guess CDI was it 700 megabytes, wasn't it? Which is, I guess, more than VHS, but
yeah.
Oh, one bit of trivia I'm sure is true, but the sequel to the Green Beret Spectrum game was called Vindicator and set in space. But I think that can't be true. I used to love the Green Beret Spectrum game. It was like 2 colors. It was green and black, and you just run along shooting things.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, just letting these guys in, because no one is... A minute ago, they had people all around the fence, but now they're just... There's no one around.
It's total pandemonium now.
Yeah. It's like Zulu. Thousands of them.
Thousands are everywhere.
Have we seen the traitors yet? I think this is where George Takei buys it as well.
It's where he buys the farm.
Yeah, I guess John Wayne hasn't made it back to camp yet. Because there was... Oh, there you go. Pit 1, Pit 1. Fall back and destroy the tube. Oh, there's Takai. Apparently there is some realism with the... Because the Vietnamese Kongs have got the M6 carbines or whatever they are from World War II, which was true at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That they were limited on their guns and weapons. Medic!
Yeah. They had a lot of like Russian stuff too, didn't they?
I think it was the AK-47s came in later.
Mm.
Ironic, when I got halfway through the Dead Presidents DVD, I would completely flip. Titanic was magnet for flipper DVDs. Oh, yeah, I think I got the later copy of that.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. More helicopters landing. The making of the thing on DVD is Ace Michael. It still amazes me, but it was written by Burt Lancaster's son. Because I did a video the other day and it had Tough Guys with Burt Lancaster and Kirk Douglas. Yeah. And I watched that film when it came out a few years back, and it's not that good.
I believe I saw it a few times a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't think it's that memorable. It's not as funny as it thinks it is. Yeah. Ooh, Carpenter, Russell Cometry on the thing too must have been old as they reference it being on the Laserdisc. Yeah, I remember that one, Cometry. Back when I had time to watch all the extras. Pretty much all of Seagal's UK Warner DVDs were a waste of time as they were cut to bits. Yes, so someone made a video of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were a nemesis to the BBFC. I wonder, yeah, because this is a PG on VHS. I wonder if it's been upgraded for its political views.
It's rated G on this DVD. So
is it a G?
It's like all ages considered.
Yeah, because they've got kids being killed, dogs being killed, people being shot, spiked.
Yeah. I would say it should be like a PG-13, probably. I would say.
No, that's the Green Berets feature. The making of is for some reason. Oh, there is. Oh, it's a 12 now. There you go. Contains moderate violence and gore, and it used to be on like afternoon television here. A Marine is ambushed by men with long knives. Oh yeah, he fights them off. He gets impaled on the tree branch. Yeah, I thought so. The tree branch scene. The Marines come across the village, dead bodies, people blooded. The girl that's been murdered. But yeah, I can see why they picked it, but no one gives it. I don't think anyone's watching this anymore. So yeah, I think they have to abandon the camp. Region 1 just cost a bloody fortune to import. There was a small business up in North called US Direct. I think I remember. You get a catalog in the post, and yeah, the prices was shocking. Yeah, postage is even worse now. So
yeah,
fall back, damn it! Fall back to the common banker, everybody. Then here comes the air support. I don't know. They're not got flares or anything. Yeah, go just light them up.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen any napalm either.
No, that's usually one thing they do, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did expect it to turn up. Boom, 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 boom. Some good explosions there, though. Real fire. But didn't actually hit anything by the look of it. Oh, there they are. Oh, it just made a runway for John Wayne to run down. So they're all running into camp. Take that platoon down there and reinforce. I'm going to the tower. What a hero. And the sun's coming up and the place is burnt to the ground, but
yeah,
he's still going to defend it. But yeah, we're an hour and a half in.
Yeah, John Wayne's really not like, action packed in this one. He's not like running around, jumping out of state. I mean, he did a little bit of jumping, but not.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's telling people to shoot people instead of doing it himself.
Yeah.
So there we go. Set up the big gun. The DVD. There you go. They rated Love Labour's Lost at 12 the other week just because it changed the word dick. It used to be a U. God's sakes. Oh, Mike's back. He's had a shower and taken the dog out. Yeah, you're missing the big army thing. Oh, because Mr. Skew's just been blown up and dead. Oh, it's pretty bad, but still alive. Yeah, never mind him. Get to the gun. But yes, the action's kicking off near Mike. You missed him. There used to be a good website called Django's where you could order all your Region 1 discs. Oh, there you go. The tower's falling over. Is that with like G.I. Joe dummies in? Is that the one with John Wayne in? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
My favorite commentary is when Jackie Chan was doing the commentary for Gorgeous and there was an earthquake and he just carried on. Yeah. I got Gorgeous on VHS and I've seen it once, but he's not in it that much. There's George Takei again. He's still in the game. So I think the VC just had numbers in this. Oh, there's George Takei. He's down. He's out. He was.
Yeah, he just stayed in that tower the whole time. I'm surprised.
Yeah, he was blowing up VC. John Wayne standing in front of the fucking mortar when it goes off. So that is good that they tell them to destroy the tube before they leave, so they can't use the mortars. Although, is it all worth it?
John Wayne looks like he's 7 foot tall.
Chopper's on the way. Help the civilians. Yeah, he's still got his gun upside down. And his thumb's in the trigger guard. I would not hang around him.
Yeah. I wouldn't get too close to him.
I tried Charlie's Angels Full Throttle on Region 2 DVD player. It sadly didn't work because it was a region locked and the Sony screen of the map of the globe appeared. Yeah, I remember. My VHS. No, it's not there. I had a DVD player that was region locked. Luckily, I found the code for it and it worked.
Yeah, I don't think I have any Region 2 like DVDs or anything. I have most of them are Blu-rays, I guess I have.
Yes. Well, yes, I guess these days it was more the other way around because they came out in Region 1 first, isn't it? So
yeah,
if you didn't want to wait, or if there was a certain cover or extras on the American ones that weren't anywhere else. But yeah. There we go. More choppers. Take this kid away. Hey, Tom. How you doing, Pete? Take on the kid no matter what happens. Like the president himself. As it was like an atlas for DVD, so DVDs as they were region locked, region 2 DVD player. I've got Hard to Kill and On the Ground, both Warner UK DVDs. Yep. Pretty much all of... they're stripping George Takei down, taking his shoes and clothes, and they're putting up the Viet Cong flag. When they were staged in 2010. Worst commentary I ever heard is Peter Rogers in, I think, Carrying Up the Khyber. He just sounds miserable, even though his moderator does the best to liven him up. Nice. Yeah, some people don't see the point in commentary, I guess. On the Goonies commentary, one of them buggers off halfway through and doesn't come back. I think it's Sean Astin. Oh, here you go. So yeah, they leave the camp for daybreak, walk away, and then get the plane to wipe them off the ground layer. So here we go. There you go. The old miniguns that Arnie can carry on his own. You see a lot of these people just fall down nowhere near where the puffs of dust are going off. Oh, but get some bloody squibs, people, as the bullets go through them.
We need more squibs.
Because, yeah, that must take some skill to fly and aim, because there's no one behind those guns on the side of the plane. They're just...
Oh, yeah. Like,
they got no idea what the target is, but they that good at they can just do it. Oh, there we go. And then the army comes back into camp. Thousands dead. But you got to put the flag up first. Oh, talking to commentaries, Dick Miller on the Gremlins one doesn't say anything till like 5 seconds before it finishes and goes, "I've just remembered what I want to say." Good old Dick Miller.
Yeah, he's cool.
My first DVD player was a Philips player, and I made it region free by typing a code on the all-in-one or 4-footed-one remote. Yes.
Oh yeah.
You think, why do they bother if they're going to put a code in to hack it that you can just find anywhere on the internet? Just make it region free anyway.
Yeah. Because
the amount of people that would import the DVDs is very small back in those days.
Yeah, back in then.
Because is it right? Isn't 4K is region free, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Blu-ray still isn't. Oh, Evil Dead 2 was the first comedy I ever heard. Still one of the most entertaining. Yeah, I think I heard that one back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember my first one.
No, I can't remember. I remember the Fellowship of the Ring when that came out. I watched. There's about 5 of them on there, and that's the extended cut as well. So
yeah,
and it's like, oh, the production designer and the costumer on the. You're going to listen to that one for 3 hours.
The guy that cleaned the bathroom.
Oh, right, where are we? An hour and 40. So we're on to mission 2 now. You think this is the end of the film? They're saying their goodbyes.
Like that scene, I'm expecting a big lion or something.
Yes, that's long grass, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like we're in Africa now.
Georgia can do everything. I know that 90% American films are made there these days, aren't they?
Yeah, down in Georgia, yeah. It's all kinds of stuff.
I think it's all the tax benefits, isn't it?
Yeah, The Walking Dead, I know for sure.
Ah, yes. So yeah, they seem to be saying goodbye now, but I think it turns up later. I was thinking maybe I should just pick up a gun and fight. No, just skew, is it? The wounded go out before the dead. He's not going to make it. They zap me good. It's got that late 60s, early 70s blood that's orange and bright red.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like in Dirty Harriers. The blood is the orange one.
Yeah, kind of stink.
Oh, hate commentaries like on Halloween and T2 is obvious the speakers aren't together, especially when the voice announces the name of each person before they speak. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. But yeah.
That's Luke Askew, isn't it?
That's it. Oh yeah, and then what he wants his name on is the screen.
Have some bourbon.
Yes, fixes everything. It's a bit of a laugh between them. And he's gone. But yeah, he gets his name on a building layer. But John Wayne's got VC to kill. Let's go.
Yeah, I think they could have like shortened it up a little bit. Maybe made it about 2
Yeah.
hours. Probably.
Yeah, they could have done both missions and cut it down a bit.
Yeah, like that scene with the woman in the restaurant. That could have completely been snapped out.
Exactly. So yeah, it looks like it's finishing. Oh, everyone's dead. They're back on camp, and the big joke to finish where he's got his name on the toilets. Provost Privy. And then, but no, it's your next mission. It's to kidnap a Viet Cong leader. But apparently they got in trouble. They couldn't have him in, was it a part of Vietnam where the Americans weren't allowed. They weren't allowed to show the Americans going into Cambodia or whatever it is, or Vietnam.
Yeah.
So they had to make it that he's in a house, a mansion in an easy, accessible part of where they are in the south.
Yeah. It looks like a golf course or something.
It does look. I think it probably is. But but it needs the Green Berets to go in and get him. Oh, bloody hell. Really? John Wayne would be 117 if he was still alive.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Missed that. Funny you mentioned Halloween competition. Halloween Kills, they are saying how much the transmitter plays a part in the next film. When I watch it, nothing hardly happens. That is true. Yeah. That big radio transmitter that he's looking at from the end of Halloween Kills. They think, oh, what's that going to be? And then, no, it's just underneath there's a radio station. He kills a few people.
Yeah.
If I remember, Daniel Lang, a New York reporter, was first to expose the horrific treatment of local North Vietnamese were treated by the U.S. military. Brian De Palma partly rectified this in Casualties.
Oh, yeah, Casualties of War. Yeah. I think I've only seen that like once. I haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, it's not a fun film.
Yeah. Was it Michael J. Fox and
Sean Penn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. So yeah, then we've got this long stories about how to get this cloak. His name is Pham Sun T, and I will give him to you. So apparently she's the sister of the guy there who's dishonored herself, but now she's trying to make amends by giving them information. Anyone who wants to experience the fun Vietnam movie should watch The Last Hunter. There's a gunfight set to Italian disco music. I think my favorite Vietnam fun film is Air America with Mel Gibson and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, yeah.
It can be funny and have a message. In fact, I got the book here somewhere.
I don't know what my funny one would be. What was it? Good Morning Vietnam.
Ah, yes. We're rocking from the Delta to the DMZ. So, well, I've only got the book. Hang me, give me a rope and hang me. But yeah, I don't know if they just pile all the military equipment into shot when they're at this base. Yeah, there's not a person under 40 on this Green Beret team.
Yeah, no, it's the elderly.
John Wayne's going to throw his hip out when he gets... Colonel Ty, you haven't said a word all night. You know why? He's never jumped before. First one's easy. It's the second one that's hard to get them to make. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one guy, the guy with all the rocking chair and stuff, has never jumped, or they have to push him out. They said earlier.
Yeah. There we go. The old blacken themselves up, but they hardly made a difference. They just look dirty. It just reminds me of the joke in Hot Shots Part 2 when the guy's putting the black camo on and covering his face, and he hands it to the black guy to cover himself. And he goes, huh? Okay. Right, here we go. Now, it looks... I don't think that's a fake screen behind them. I think they are actually in the air in a plane, so... Fair dues to John Wayne for being up there. Doesn't seem to be blue screened or anything, or projection.
Yeah, it looks real to me.
And hopefully he's properly hooked on. Let's have a... So he heads to the door. John Wayne's there. It's still with his gun on. Go, go, go. Yeah, then it cuts to the front, which is... These are Green Berets. Why are they all nervous to jump?
Yeah.
Surely they've been doing it since day one of training.
Yeah.
I think... Is it there? Yeah, there he is. You ready?
It's like, I don't want to go first.
No.
Getting back.
Commentaries on films I've never seen is on the audio option for the DVD or Blu-ray. They do it with the series Simpsons, finding out through the audio option. Okay, that's a commentary has been hurt. We'll be 100. No one's forcing you to stay, Mike. You could be prepping for your next live stream. We are in the home straight of half an hour to go, and we're back in Georgia by the look of it.
Yeah.
It's poison oak everywhere. Yeah, Casualty Wars. It is grueling. It's a very different type of war movie. Oh, here we go. This guy, he has to fight off 5 guys with, and then skewers one on a spike, and then gets stabbed in the back, and then stabbed in the front. But he still takes out 5 Viet Cong, although technically he only knocks them out. I don't think he actually kills anyone. Yeah. Apart from the guy he puts on the tree. Yes. Yeah. So Junior from Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Does cut a throat. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, but then yeah, here's the he throws the knife. That's a good throw because the guy's obviously padded.
Yeah.
And it looks like the knife might be on a string that goes direct target. Savoy 3, over.
See, I'm surprised it's got a G rating, you know.
Yeah, because there's blood stabbed in the back, guy skewered on the tree, knives thrown everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not cut on the VHS. Some scenes may be unsuitable for young children. I'm sort of amazed John Wayne isn't still alive. Reminds me of that Dennis Leary joke where he does an impression of John Wayne saying, "Take both my lungs, I don't need them," when he had cancer. Wonder if he'd have lived were it not for the Conqueror. Yes, that Conqueror killed so many films that did. Actors, sorry, and cast and crew.
Yeah, that was that movie I was thinking about earlier.
Yeah, being on the set, a radioactive location. Poor bastards. But yeah, actually, Air America's a lot of fun. Great end of the year soundtrack too. Yeah, I walked into desert where the horse had no name, and it was good to get out of the rain. in the desert. Sorry, doggy. I wouldn't sing anymore. 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. Yeah, that's a great Robin Williams line. Trouble is, that film starts off all fun, and then the second half gets a lot serious.
Yeah.
I think I got at least 2 soundtracks from that film. Yes, I still. Casualties is difficult to watch. Not even Platoon had that effect on me, but Casualties is hard graft. Yeah. Oh, here goes. So he smashes this gun on the, and it just plastic.
Yeah, that guy took out 3 guys.
Well, yeah, but he only punched them. Apart from the guy he stabbed
Yeah.
and skewered on the tree, the other 2 he fought, we just fell over. If anyone wants a low energy commentary, listen to the one for Firestarter. Mark Lester disappears for like 10-minute stretches and suddenly starts until he finally speaks again. Because yeah, he did Commando and everything, didn't he? So
Yeah.
but I think I have that DVD, Michael. We'll have to check it out. Casualty is far more effective in the respect I say Platoon. It puts you through the ring. I think that Hamburger Hill is the worst one for seeing everyone get slaughtered.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Hamburger Hill. I've heard of it.
Yeah,
forever.
it's a very good Vietnam film. People call it the best one, better than Platoon and Full Metal Jacket, because it's just like take this hill, no matter how many die, and then at the end it tells you they lost it again, they got it back again, they lost it again, they got it back again. Just one hill in the middle of this whole fucking country, and it's just littered with corpses. Oh, my next live stream is with me, apparently. When is that? Oh, it's the Play Your Cards Right one, isn't it? Which is the game show. Higher Than a 6, which is this Sunday. There you go. I love how Adrian Cronauer is the DJ. Yes, he's the DJ in the Street Fighter film. I think I found out the last time I watched it. The real Adrian Cronauer. When I was a kid, my dad gave me a chemistry set, and it got bigger than both of us. That's why he likes to blow things up. This bridge looks... I think, yeah, the general who they're trying to kidnap has like a Citroen car as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Hamburger Hill has to be the most underrated one, probably the most overshadowed by Platoon and Jacket. Exactly.
Yeah. I think they all came out around the same time.
They definitely, yeah. They were all about 87, 88. And Good Morning Vietnam was about 87 as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So there we go. John Wayne nipping through the jungle.
What's your thoughts on Born on the 4th of July? That one with Tom Cruise.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's pretty decent. It's an Oliver Stone movie.
Yeah, it's Oliver Stone's second Vietnam film, and then I haven't seen Heaven and Earth, which is his third one with the Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, I never have seen that either.
Oh. You got the worst lookouts in this camp, because there seem to be none facing the way the soldiers came through. They've got their backs to them.
And they found a nice Georgia mansion.
I'm going to be the Dolly Bird, so play your cards right, Michael. I don't think I can get anyone in scantily clad clothes to come and put cards up on the back. So I have to take my tapes down and put. Mike doesn't know what play your card right is. It was a game show in the 80s in the UK. So you'd have 15 big playing cards. So you turn one, you answer questions, then you turn the card over, and then you had to guess what the next card is going to be higher or lower than the card preceding it. And then if you get to the end, you win. So yeah, this is like that's a 6. So then higher than a 6, it's a 10. Lower than a 10, it's a 3.
Yeah, I think they did that on The Price is Right. Here in the state, with Bob Barker, and I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but
yeah,
I
Well, I
think
only
they
know
did.
Bob Barker from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
knew he was The Price is Right. We had The Price is Right over here as well. But it was a British person doing that. Leslie Crowther was one of them.
Huh.
But yeah, because was it Wheel of Fortune as well we had over here, but it definitely wasn't as big as what it was in America.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it still comes on, actually.
Yeah. Game shows fell out of favor in the last 20 years, haven't they?
Yeah, not as big as
Reality TV took over.
Y'all remember Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was pretty popular for a second there.
Yeah, that was big here as well. I still need to watch one of those Clint Eastwood film where you see the war from both different sides, depending on which film you watch. Yeah, was it Flags of Our Father and the
Iwo
Jima? Something of
Yeah.
Iwo Jima, isn't it?
Or Flags of Our Fathers and Sands of Iwo Jima or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're not all Green Beret, well done us films. It does show both sides, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I still love that story. That Heaven and Earth is really good, very underrated. Don't like Born on the 4th of July for obvious Tom Cruise reasons, I guess. It was called Card Sharks in the USA.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard that. Oh, thank you, Andy. Love the story that Tom TV said about a duck that saved his life by setting a tripwire when he was in Nam, and he never ate duck again till this day. Yeah, nice. I'm guessing the duck didn't make it then.
Nope.
Oh, here we go. The old lady flirting with evil general just before he gets killed or kidnapped. Player card rights might have been based on a US show. They frequently took them from America back then, yeah. So obviously it was Card Sharks. Boys in Company C was Full Metal Jacket before Kubrick even contemplated those 3 words. Sidney J. Fury had a leg over on Kubrick for sure. Good film too. Okay. And then Sidney J. Fury went on to direct, was it Superman 4?
Yeah.
But I guess you have to take the work where you can get it. But yes. Oh, we're on the 2-hour mark. And we're halfway through the second mission. There is that Citroen car. I don't know if, I guess the French left it behind, and
Yeah.
this is the only explanation for it. Ah, yes, family. We had Family Fortunes, which was just Family Feud in America. Do 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 diddly do do. Used to have Boys in Company C, in C companies, right? On video 2, another one I never got around to watching. Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that one sounds familiar. I may have seen it. I can't remember it though.
This makes you think of For the Boys with Bette Midler.
Oh no, not that one.
I've never seen it. I just remember it being advertised a lot when it came out.
Yeah.
I always preferred her in comedies like was it Big Trouble and
Ruthless People.
Ruthless People, Outrageous Fortune. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when she did serious stuff like Beaches or For the Boys, I was never interested.
She did something recently, like I hadn't heard from her forever.
Yeah. I guess she came back for Hocus Pocus 2, didn't she?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, she must be getting on a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Jeopardy. Yeah, we never had our version. Never took off over here. Maybe it was a rights thing. I don't remember it being tried here at all. There is a UK version of Jeopardy with Stephen Fry. Okay. Oh, when was that? Rank put Boys and C Company out in the carton, then Full Steve. Yeah, we have stuff like Mastermind, which is a really tough quiz show. And then Pointless.
We had something called sorry. I was gonna say we had something called win, lose, or draw, where you'd have to kind of do charades or kind of draw stuff. I don't know if you remember that one.
I think there may have been a version in the 70s or later.
Yeah, I think it was in the late 80s.
Okay. Yeah,
Or
I think so.
win, lose, and draw or something like that.
Yeah, we had where was it? Oh, I can't remember now. Top, middle, or bottom. We had a row of TV screens, and then it was just like play your cards, right? You had to guess which one to go for.
Mhm.
Oh, we got a topless lady or sister. Right. I'm still not sure why they're kidnapping this guy, because do they really think he's going to tell them anything? Now, where is it? People have said, yeah, when John Wayne does the the rope here, he does it wrong. And it's called a fatal knot or something, so it won't. Where's the lady? Oh, I'm here. So he's got her on his back and a rope that won't slow him down. Cut to stuntman. There he goes.
I guess they're gonna capture him and torture him or something.
Yeah, I don't know, because
Get info from him.
you might give him a cushy alternate identity in the UK and US.
Witness protection.
Right, I was going to see, who is this? The stunt people. I don't, because it doesn't say in this, because it's one of those films from the 60s that just ends and says,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see most of the titles even at the beginning.
Yeah, they never did get properly credited with anything, did they?
No. No. Oh, Dick Warlock. Typical. Of course he was in this. Uncredited. I still need to speak to him. Fourth time of charm. Or is it fifth now? Maybe tomorrow night I'll ask him.
Yeah.
John Wayne can't fit in that car. Too much man.
Yeah. He looks like 8 foot tall compared to everybody else.
Yeah. There you go. We had Windows or Draw with Danny Baker. So yeah, that would have been early 90s.
They got so many people in it, it's like a clown car.
Oh, there you go. So, I didn't see that. I once bought Beaches online, and the seller sent a pack of tissues with the DVD. So yes, I'm guessing it's for the tears. Would be appropriate during the last scene, especially. Oh dear. I used to, when Bob Mills used to present Windows or Draw, there was a phone-in competition, and he said there was an extra clue, but you didn't need it. You can't phone. You can't work a phone. Yeah, you probably don't need if you can't work a phone. Exactly. Yes. There we go. So Bulldog, this is Roadrunner. Over. How's the traffic? Oh yeah, remember. Oh, Lisa Tarbuck as well. There you go. We've spotted motorcycles. So the old blow up the bridge.
And my TV has this like standby thing.
Oh yeah, so yeah, because it's been over 2 hours. You watch. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the TV is expecting you to do. Keep adjusting the volume or changing channel, I think.
Yeah, that'll work sometimes. Yeah.
If you're watching a film, you're not going to do either of those usually. Oh, I don't know why the Viet Cong are dressed like cowboys.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, people have said this is just a John Wayne Cowboys and Indians film, but in Vietnam.
Or in Georgia.
You're spoiling it. It doesn't look like USA.
Mm-mm. There's like no jungle.
It's overgrown. What more do you want?
Yeah.
I do generally fancy Bette Midler, which shows my crazy taste in women for the millionth time. Used to enjoy In Bed with Me Dinner with Bob Mills on late night TV. I don't remember that one. Not wrong with a bit of bet. Bob Mills dressed as the prisoner. And the Avengers. Okay, I don't remember any of this. Oh, yep. Here we go. It's all kicking off. Now we do get... There you go. Does anyone survive this? So the motorcycle's away. They're setting up the bombs. Nope. VHS is way ahead. You'd think they'd be more prepared. So you got the Viet Cong lying down. While explosions goes off, and then you can see Doc's been hit. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's like all the clay mud that's up in the
air. Red clay.
Yeah, Georgia has like a bunch of red clay mud.
Ah. See, he's been shot in the back, so the first thing he does is pull him back to have a look at his front. Let's get out of here, Sarge. So there's some episodes on YouTube. Okay. I used to watch In Bed with Me Dinner, where Bob would have a VCR on TV and play funny clips. Oh. It was like Tarrant on TV, except it was good. Okay. Fury did a good film with Billy Joe Wallace called The Hit for Paramount, much better than the earlier The Take. Best choice description I've ever shown, Michael. Bless. Good old Tarrant. Oh, yeah, so they ditched the car. Something else not to leave. And then we get this amazing scene. Dressing him up.
Yeah, it's like,
now, I wonder how this works, because I know they inflate a balloon. They got some sort of cord to the balloon, to the bloke. Then the plane comes along, hits the balloon cord, whips him up. Fine. But then how do they get him into the plane? Because he's just dragging behind and the rope's at the front of the plane.
Yeah, it looked like he got shot in his spine just a minute ago. Like,
yeah.
You know, it looked like it, you know what I mean? Like he wouldn't be doing anything.
Now this, the Asian colonel, where it is, looks like, is it Graham Greene, the Native American that's in like all those films? Die Hard with a Vengeance and
Dances with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves, yes, that's him. Because so they use this device in was it The Dark Knight and a few other TV shows, but and then stock footage goes to the plane.
Oh my God, he's hooked to the stock footage.
It's just dragged him out of the film. Oh. Chris, I guess that's the quickest way for him to get out of the country, but what are they going to do?
Yeah, look, I've never seen this like that option. Like I've watched a lot of like war.
Yeah, I guess
I don't ever remember seeing.
I read it has been used. It was an option for things, but like it's only one. It can only get one person out. It's in the Bond one, isn't it? Is it Thunderball?
think so.
I think it's in a
Maybe.
dinghy, and then
They pick him up.
they get picked up.
Yeah.
You know, oh, John Wayne's running again for 2 feet. All right, here we go. Supposed to be the big serious finish. And he just steps in a trap. But it's such a Saw-like trap that you think, did they really have time to set that up?
Yeah.
Kicking Bird, there you go. Someone knows
Kicking
their Dances with Wolves. This film is longer than the war. Well, I'm very thankful for everyone for sticking with us for this time, on a school night especially.
Mm.
If I had known this, I would never picked it if I known it was over 2 hours.
It was so fun.
Yeah, actually, I could. But it's hard to find a a fun film with soldiers in. Yes. Apologizes to his sister. The whore!
My sister's a whore.
Yeah. But not with the GIs. You're a brave woman. I don't know. I don't know if she was a spy or anything, but just a woman praying for her family to forgive her. There is nothing to forgive. And hugs. Oh, now all the jokes are coming out. Here we go. The film has been so long, people are starting to get nostalgic feelings for the start of this stream. Remember the beginning when I introduced Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, choppers are coming up the valley. Here we go. And then
It's the choppers.
caught one on the back. He's going to be all right, though. All right, here we go. So, I don't know what traps are in Georgia. Look, there he goes. He's on the VHS, but ahead of itself. Right, let's move out. It's supposed to be a big emotional thing, but so far, John Wayne hasn't really actually cared for anyone getting killed in this.
Yeah, I still can't believe this is G rated.
No, it's quite a brutal trap.
Yeah.
Move out. Just, he's done for. Fuck him.
Yeah. Don't look at him. Just walk away.
Oh, and then he sees something lying on the floor. It's his backpack with his beret. And then suddenly, oh, well, I'll have that at least. He's skewered. This is a long sucker for sure. Wayne loving every goddamn propagandist moment. Yes, he is. 1 minute it's war is hell, and it's next minute kill those fuckers. Funny enough, that's just something people first notice from people who are fighting in wars, from what I gather. Look like the bit in it where Arnie gets spiked in the Running Man. Yes. Activate traveling mat. That's where your Peter San's coming from. You take care of yourself. Yes. The kid doesn't really sell it when he's going, Peter San, and he's checking every helicopter. Even though they got this little kid running down bloody landing strap.
He was a brave kid.
Yeah, 4 helicopters hang around. And they're all these ones on the ground here got their rotors running. And then the general's here, gives him a little hug. It's all right. I'm sure Peter San's fine. If you want to go to the war, it's this way.
This way to the war.
Right. Humching is played by Craig Jew. See what else. When was he? Does it say when he was? He was born in 1958. He was in The Cosby Show for 2 episodes in the 70s. And MASH, an episode of MASH. That's about it. But he's still with us. This better work, Tony. You'll be a digital memory. I heard someone say hot dogs are £9.50 in a theme park not far from me, which seems, well, a lot of money for a hot dog. That's ridiculous money for something that costs them 50 pence just to heat up, because there's not much cooking involved, is there? The bun is fresh, and then you stick a hot dog in it. When will this war ever end? Successful mission, yeah, but very costly. Peterson. I just chopped the master back and we're still watching this film. It's the last 2 minutes. You can be patient. Bloody everyone was in MASH. I think that is very true. Anyone that ever acted in anything pre-70s did an episode of MASH.
Yeah.
Oh, were you in MASH, were you? Peterson? There's none of them left in here. I guess that's probably a real helicopter pilot rather than an actor for that bit.
Yeah, so he's looking for that one guy, right?
Yeah, the one that got just spiked right at the end then.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, what's John Wayne going to do with him? Toughen him up? This is one job I don't envy you.
It's like, shake it off, kid.
Yeah. Because that crash soon then. Peterson!
I'm taking this copter. Look for him.
Oh, dear. Orphaned, dog killed, best friend killed. And because John Wayne doesn't have a plan. Oh, he is tearing up, though. Probably because of the noise. Yeah, hot dogs are nearly £8 in my local Odeon, more than the film. Exactly. They're just fleecing everyone. Or lips and assholes. I could tell you everything I know about MASH in 1 minute.
It tastes real good with ketchup and mustard on them. Though.
Exactly. Maybe some fried onions and with cheese, nachos and cheese and a Coke. Here we go.
Some relish.
Here comes the propaganda now. Chunk. You always knew it could happen, didn't you? But I didn't want it to. None of us did. Was my Peterson brave? He was very brave.
He was very
Are
brave.
you going to be? I'll try. I know you will.
He was so brave, I have his head in his backpack.
He gets the little beret, and he wanted you to have that.
You'll grow.
A lousy hat. I need home. What will happen to me now?
Well,
Then-
I'm going to take you to the water and drown you.
Yeah, you let me worry about that, Green Beret. You're
I'll
what
take-
it. Yeah,
I'll take
you're
you
what
back.
this is all about.
I'll tell you the story. What really happened.
Oh, no one likes onions on hot dog. There you go. I don't like boiled onions on hot dog. The little fried ones, the dried fried ones are nice.
Yeah.
I still wonder which could be worse for you: 20 cigarettes a day or 20 cinema hot dogs. Both carcinogens.
Yeah.
There we go. End credits. Off into the sunset of the Georgia Lake. There we go. Oof.
Yeah.
Thought it would never end.
It was kind of long. Yeah.
It was, but it went pretty quick with our lovely chat.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Are there any true men left in Hollywood? Clint is still going. I think everyone else has died or stopped acting.
Near died. Yeah.
Gene Hackman's retired 20 years ago. Al Pacino's doing occasional things.
Yeah. I guess Jack Nicholson has retired.
Yeah, he retired about 20 years ago as well.
Yeah.
yes, cigarettes are probably cheaper than bloody hot dogs. One hot dog is £10, and at least one pack of cigarettes for that, as far as I know. All right, let's wrap this up. It's bedtime. I see Mike keeping me up on a school night.
Well, I had to do it.
What time is it with you, Mike?
It's 6:25 here.
Oh, is it?
It's time for dinner. But
Time for dinner. Okay. Yes, James Bond ending after the sunset and just end credits. And just thank you for the 6-hour stream. Thank you, Andy, for being here for 6 hours, and Dr. Possible, Savoy, and Michael Myers, and the lightweight Mike Beetle dropping in every hour. But thanks for Mike, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Thanks for having me again.
No worries. We'll find something faster paced next time. All right. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Yep. See you, man.
Bye.